Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a trip back in time to the year 325 AD to discuss one of the most pivotal events in early Christianity, the First Council of Nicaea. This gathering of bishops and theologians not only shaped Christian doctrine, but also set the tone for how the church would govern itself for centuries. So let's dive right into the story. Setting the scene. Why was the council called? First, let's set the scene. The First Council of Nicaea was convened by Emperor Constantine the Great. The Roman Empire was vast and diverse, and by the early 4th century, Christianity was growing rapidly across regions and cultures. But there was a big problem. Different Christian communities held different beliefs and practices. In particular, there was a major theological debate happening about the nature of Jesus Christ. A priest named Arius from Alexandria argued that Jesus was not divine in the same way God the Father was. This idea, called Arianism, was controversial, and it led to fierce debates. Constantine wanted to unify his empire, and he saw the growing rift as a threat to both Christianity and his reign. The arrival of the bishops. In the spring of 325 AD, Constantine invited hundreds of bishops from across the empire to gather in Nicaea. Historians believe that around 250 to 318 bishops actually attended, with representatives from places like Antioch, Alexandria, Jerusalem, and Rome. This was unprecedented. For the first time, Christian leaders from all over the known world came together to discuss theology and find a path forward for the church. Constantine himself attended parts of the council, a powerful symbol of imperial support for the church. He wasn't there as a theologian, but as a mediator, determined to keep unity within his empire. The Aryan Controversy and debate. One of the council's central debates was the Aryan Controversy. Arius argued that Jesus, as the Son of God, was a created being and therefore not equal to God the Father. This view opposed the belief held by figures like Bishop Alexander of Alexandria and a rising theologian named Athanasius, who insisted that Christ was of the same essence as God the Father, fully divine. Here's where things get technical. The terms homoousios, meaning of the same essence, and homoousios, of similar essence, became key points of contention. This may sound subtle, but it had major implications. For Arius, Jesus was divine but not on par with God the Father. For Alexander and Athanasius, this idea undermined the core belief in Jesus' divinity and salvation. The Nicene Creed, crafting a statement of faith. After heated debates, the council worked to draft a statement of belief to clarify the church's position on the nature of Jesus and the Trinity. This statement became known as the Nicene Creed. It declared that Jesus was begotten, not made, being of one substance with the Father. This line was crucial because it affirmed that Jesus was indeed divine, sharing the same essence as God the Father, rejecting the Arian view. By affirming this, the council set a foundation for mainstream Christian theology, emphasizing the mystery of the Trinity, God as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Nicene Creed remains one of the most recited statements of faith in Christian churches around the world, establishing church authority and canon law. The council didn't stop at theology. It also tackled the structure and governance of the church. This was the beginning of canon law, a set of principles that guided the church's administration. For example, bishops agreed to settle disputes within local regions, and certain rules were established for the conduct of bishops, priests, and deacons. These canons aimed to create a cohesive structure for a rapidly growing church. They also helped enforce discipline among clergy, including guidelines on issues like celibacy, the reconciliation of heretics, and the observance of major religious holidays. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the First Council of Nicaea. This event was a cornerstone in Christian history, shaping not only doctrine, but the way the church would interact with society and the state. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about historical events like this, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And let me know in the comments, which historical event should we cover next?